That's Remotion, really exciting, really cool. But this comes off the back of the next topic we're going to talk about, which is something from Vercel. So Vercel has released this project, Skills. It's a collection of skills. They've even got a skills leaderboard where you can download these skills, such as Vercel React Best Practices. So if you're working on a Vercel project, you have this skill and Claude Code or whatever you're doing has got a reference to that. Number 3 is the Remotion Best Practices.
Nice. Install. I see also a few audits. This gives me the idea. I will use these to audit a few websites, maybe potentially for like my clients or like my potential clients. If the results are good, I could just very easily audit many websites at the same time, or like quite fast, and then just send these potential clients an email saying like, hey, here are things that we could do better, something like that. Yeah.
So you see up here all of the different agents that because Claude Code, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, people, Claude Code was the first to introduce the idea of skills. But now we're starting to see it in Klein, probably Codex, Cursor here. Skills are starting to roll out because they're becoming an important part of AI development. So what they've done is create an NPM package called Skills. God knows how they got that. That's a pretty good name for an NPM package. And you can add them with npx skill add Vercel Labs. And then it'll ask you, where do you want to install this? Do you want to install it in your project? Because you might just want the Remotion skill in a certain particular project. Or do you want to install it globally? And then which agent are you actually using it with? Because it'll be different for different agents. So it installed mine in the Claude Code particular folder structure for Claude Code. So this is great. This is a really handy package for getting involved in skills. But you found there was a few more, right? You found a few lingering around on the web.
So I found also this one, skills directory. It looks pretty cool. And something that this does, it allows me to see what other people are doing with AI, essentially, right? But in research, like I could imagine doing some research and looking at how people are doing some like certain stuff. That would be something next that I will do. I see there are a lot of development skills, not many in other actually, but they have like 3,500 skills.
And by the way, you can create your own skills. And to plug my little Claude Code course, I'll be doing a lesson on how to install and how to create your own skills. The easy example they give is like brand guidelines. If your company has a certain way of doing things, colors, fonts, and things like that, you have a brand guideline skill. So that means anything Claude Code, Cursor, or whatever agent you're using does something in a code base with that skill, it knows to always create things in a certain way rather than just letting it loose and designing it the way that Claude Code or whatever designed stuff. So definitely worth checking out. It's on my Patreon, patreon.com/0xim5. But either way, you can create your own skills. You're not limited to these. This is just a marketplace. These are just other people's
directory.
Directory. That's a better way to say it. Because you'll see there it's got trending, which you've got selected. You can see the Remotion one is trending at the moment, so you can sort of see a real-time thing of keep an eye on what people are doing with them or what's getting popular right now. A new trendy one might come out tomorrow even, But that's
UI UX Pro Max. I don't know what that is, but that's also quite interesting.
Do you reckon it's Apple? Do you reckon it's Apple stuff?
Yeah. Anyway, like at the end of the day, I want to go through these and just kind of like have it as a directory of cool things that other people are doing and potentially what I could do. I can imagine, by the way, to go through these, find a few that are very interesting and relay them to my team. So instead of like myself like going through every one of these and do it myself, I might find something specifically interesting for one of my teammates and say, can you like go do this and tell me like how you feel about it, how it does for you. So potentially
and let's say, for example, you move your Kabazo website off to a code project, you know, a Next.js project, having you create a skill for your, how, you know, the colors and whatever, how it looks. So that may, whenever your team wants to add a feature to that website, they'll prompt it, but it will always look and feel the same way. Maybe you'll have a set of rules and things like that.
Makes sense.
And there's a lot of confusion between commands, skills, and agents, and that they all kind of cross over in this kind of, you know, they all overlap in some ways. Slash commands are more in the way of like repeatable things that you want to do. I want to push, you know, I don't want to have to write a prompt to push this commit and write this message and do this, that, and the other. So you might create a slash command to do that. It's just a shortcut way of doing something, whereas skills are more persistent. They're more referenced. There's something that the agent can refer to get a job done. It's not a prompt. It's not telling it what to do. You're telling it inevitably what to do, and then this is just it's a tool. It's a tool.
Yeah.
I've got to be careful with all these terms because it's not a tool. It's not a tool. It's something that the AI can use to do what it needs to do.
It's a guideline.
It's a guideline and all that sort of lot. So yeah, and then agents are more recursive tasks, inner loop tasks that it will do. So agents, sub-agents can use skills as an example, and it can use slash commands. So any questions on any of that, let us know. I'd greatly appreciate that, because then those can work its way into the course. Yeah, that's skills in a nutshell, and the new Vercel skills npm package, which makes it incredibly easy to add skills to whatever agent that you guys want to use.
This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.